Hi everyone, we just finished reading Dragons Love Tacos 2, and now it's your turn to draw a time machine and tell me about what it looks like and where you would go if you had a time machine. So a time machine can either take you way back to things that already happened, or it could take you way ahead to the future. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. So we're going to start by writing our name where it says N-A-M-E. And I'm going to write Mrs. E. I want you to start, you can draw your time machine first, so then you can describe it a little bit when you're here. I'm going to start my time machine just by drawing a square. And a square has 4 sides of the same length. I'm going to put some antenna on it. And then I'm going to put some knobs in the corners. And I'm going to put a big swirl here. And I think I'll add on to it by putting a little square or rectangle here so somebody can sit down on my time machine. And I wonder what else I could add. So this is my time machine. I could draw anything I want. I think I'm going to draw a triangle here, and I'll put little spikes on it so it can cut through time. It's almost like a rocket here. And then maybe out of my back seat, I will draw some fire that's coming out of the back. So there's my time machine. You can take a minute and add color to it. I think a time machine would be really colorful. I'm not going to color my whole thing because I think you guys can use your imagination. I'm going to make the knobs on the bottom red. I think you can use your imagination. I think when I'm drawing fire, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to add some orange to it on the back with some bigger flames like this. And I'll go back in and color in some yellow too to make it look like fire. So you get the idea. So now I have my time machine drawn. So I want to take a minute to describe something about my time machine. So since I drew fire in the back, I might start my sentence with, my time machine has fire on the back. So I'm going to start by starting over here with an uppercase letter, and I'm going to write the sight word my. I'm starting with that uppercase letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. So I'm going to do a nice finger space and write time. That's a word I have to sound out. I'm. Now for parents watching this, we just want them to write the sounds that they hear right now. So that's my time. I'm going to help you write some of the things in machine because it has a tricky thing we haven't learned yet. So I'm going to put a finger space and I'm going to spell the word machine. Sh. The sh sound could be a S and a H. My time machine. My time machine, I'm going to say, has fire. I ran out of room, so I'm going to go back all the way to the other side for the next one. My time machine has fire. Now I'm all done. I could add another detail. Where does my time machine have fire? My time machine has fire in the back of it. So I could say, my time machine has fire on the back. So I'm going to do a finger space and write my sight word on. I'm going to do another finger space and write my sight word, the. Another finger space and write the sight word, back, b. A, k. Now some of you know, since that was a short vowel there, that a sound, that the k sound is made with a C and a K. My time machine has fire on the back. I'm going to put a period at the end because I'm done writing that sentence and I'm ready to write a new one. I have to think about where I'd want to go. I think if I had a time machine, I think I might want to go back maybe when I was a baby. So I would go back to when I was a baby. So I'm going to do another finger space and write my sight word, I. Now that sight word, I, is always uppercase, but it's also the beginning of my sentence. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to write the word would for you. Some of you already know how to spell that. I would. I'm going to do a finger space and write the word go. G. Oh. I'm going to do a finger space and write back. B. Ah. I already read that word up here, and I know since that's a short vowel, it doesn't say its name, it's a short sound. I'm going to make that k sound with a C and a K. I would go back to, that's another sight word, to. I'm going to do a finger space and write the word and I ran out of room. So I'm going to turn it over onto the back, or I could write right underneath. So it looks like I have space to write underneath. So I would go back to when, sight word, I, finger space, sight word, was, finger space, sight word, a. Now I'm going to spell baby, b, a, b, e. I'm going to give you a hint. Sometimes at the end of a word, if it makes that E sound, it's the letter Y. And I'm going to put a period. I would go back to when I was a baby. Now, I didn't draw that in my picture, so maybe I would want to draw a picture somewhere on here of when I was a baby. So maybe I'll put a picture up here. I'm going to draw a circle for my head. I didn't have a lot of hair when I was a baby, so my mom used to put my hair up kind of in a ponytail like this with a little ribbon in it. I have to draw my ears. I'm going to draw my eyes and a mouth. Then I'm missing my little nose. So I would go back to when I was a baby. Okay, so you can add more detail. I didn't leave enough room to put my body, but if you have room, you can add more details to what you would go back. You can even cut your picture in half if you want to show both things. If you're in my TK class, I want you to, you don't have to do all of this writing. You can certainly try it, but I want you to label things with that beginning sound. So you can label your picture. This is a baby. So what sound do you hear? What's the onset? What's that first sound you hear? You hear that B. All right, and then I have fire. And I called these antennas. And here's a button. B, b. These are spikes. So you get the idea. So my TKers can just label the picture. There are some of you that are ready to write, and you can certainly write. All right. Bye, friends.